videos, Fredo Supreme, the American Dream, and today we are going to find out what's in the box. Wait, you kind of already know what it is already, I bet. Just so happened to pick this bad boy up for like 65 bucks from a very reputable video game dealer. I won't go by his real name, considering that I don't know if he has any enemies or whatnot, but I will refer to him by the pseudonym of T-Bone. Simon, I know what graphic you're going to slide in at this point to make a mediocre pun. You bet it don't. You bet it don't. And from the looks of it, now would be a good time to open this thing up. See what we got inside here. What is that big gray box, actually? And don't worry, I am going to be a little bit safe with how I'm opening it, but I'm also going to be a little bit fast, so I'll just use this tiny screwdriver here. What could possibly go wrong? So, fun fact about tiny screwdrivers. They're not very good at penetrating plastic, but they are sometimes a little bit good at penetrating hands. Maybe I should go see that back alley doctor before finishing up this video. Okay, now that my hand is all better in a conspicuously fast fashion, let's take a look at some of the components of an Xbox 360. Got the controller here. Got the bumpers instead of the black and white buttons. I honestly forgot that the Xbox 360 decided to go traditional controller style as opposed to using the black and white buttons. Honestly, those kind of confused me for a while. I mean, same functions as L1 and R1 basically, but you have to shift your hand off the more useful buttons to perform a secondary function at best. Yeah, it seems like Microsoft needed a second round in order to get the design of their game controllers a little bit more efficient. Looks like we got ourselves some component cables, looking like the ones on the back of my cable box a little bit. That might not be necessary considering that, wait, that is a big plug. Oh wait, maybe I can just use an HDMI cable instead of this. Yeah, that definitely sounds more efficient. So I figure I might hold on to this for a rainy day in case my HDMI cable, which is currently going for my PS3, PS4, and occasionally my PS2, if that burns out. Again, I do have a second one. Plug the console into an electrical source. Can't go without that for too long. AC adapter. I honestly thought this thing was some kind of external hard drive, but apparently this is like a surge protector for the 360. Yeah, I wonder if that gray thing right there is supposed to be the on light. And of course, the prise de resistance. My French accent is kind of annoying. The 360 itself looking like it's in pretty shiny condition. Oh yeah, T-Bone definitely made this bad boy all shiny, hiney clean. The front is also looking in a similarly good condition. Yeah, this thing is going to last for a while, I imagine. And as for the games, I got South Park: The Stick of Truth on the day that I got the console, and then put in a reserve thing for Saints Row, which came 2 days later. Now, I've never played The Stick of Truth, but I have heard good things about it. It's actually the first good South Park game I've heard. And it's also made by Obsidian, makers of one of the greatest RPGs of all time, Alpha Protocol. So I have high hopes for The Stick of Truth. Gotta hold this thing down so it doesn't bounce up a little bit. It's also a problem I have when reading certain new books. Here's we got ourselves a DLC code in here. I wonder if this is going to be like when I got Saints Row 4 on the PS4 and the code for Get Out of Hell was in the case unredeemed. Similar to how when I got Watch Dogs 2, the code for the Zodiac Killer DLC missions was also similarly unredeemed. Well, third time's usually the charm when it comes to breaking lucky streaks. Yeah, that is definitely one shiny disc. No scratches whatsoever. And now for the one that I plan on recording a quick look video for in a few minutes. Okay, the disc is a little not so shiny here, but at least it looks like it's in relatively good condition. And got the instruction manual for this bad boy in this thing. Good job, T-Bone, good job. And the funny thing is, it actually has a bit of charm in it that I haven't seen in a bunch of other instruction manuals of video games lately, or at all. Like, this instruction manual is actually written like it's an actual observational journal by one of the characters in Saints Row. Oh, who am I kidding? It's Troy. I know that because in Saints Row 2, he's the chief of police. That's one of the downsides of playing the sequel before anything else in a series. But it has a nice charm about it. It explains all the mechanics about the game. And it also does so in a way that makes sense in universe, like some guys just describing normal things. Man, we need more instruction manuals like that. Scratch that. We need instruction manuals to come back in physical form. And I believe that is where we shall conclude for today. I'm Fredo Supreme, the American Dream, and that's what's in the box.
All right, yeah!